Okay, I've had some liquid, I've had some water, that is, a little refreshed, and I am ready to tackle the scary circles, the coins. I don't know what all this is. Crud. Probably glue. Alright, so you can see that the coins have values, and on the back they have suits, and on both sides they have directional indicators. Those come into play in various games. I do not know the link to the folder and board. Okay. Say something in Kevin's chat. Why is it telling me that? Oh, that's just, oh no, come on. Yeah, alright, there, that's better. My phone's Twitch app. Yeah, I hate the Twitch app for Android. And it's gotten worse, not better as far as I can tell. But it had done something weird, which confused me. Yeah, this is awkward. I am going to cut that off so that this is a little easier to deal with. And we will get back to the other part, the back side of these coins eventually. Yeah, I have no idea how other people do their Piecepack crafting, if this is completely different than others. This is how it looked like I should do it. So, let's see if we get anything that resembles a circle. I would have been so much happier if they'd gone with, say, hexagons, because that's all straight lines. Or octagons. I know there's some people who just can freehand draw a circle. It's just, they can just do that. But I am not one of those people. Curves are so much harder for me than straight lines when doing anything. Gonna come out now. Alright, well, not great. Probably not much worse than the tiles were. Could be better. Alright. So, all that fear I had, well, maybe was not quite as justified as I thought. Oh. Yeah, it seems like I might have to, ooh, that cut way too deep into that. And again. I'm not sure why they didn't design it so that the suit was on both sides. There's probably some game design decision where you have a coin where you're not sure what suit it is, but you know the value of it, but you know the suit, but you don't know the value. I mean, I can see the wisdom in that, I guess. Hidden information is sometimes useful as a game design decision. And with the tiles, you don't know either thing. You don't know suit or value when you flip them over. That was not well cut. I don't know if they had some particular game sort of thing in mind when they did this, or it was just, you know, some things let's have them have this amount of information on one side and others, you know, no information other than it's a tile. Anyway, so at some point during these streams, I'm actually going to start playing games with these pieces that I've crafted. Obviously, I don't have enough. If I just do one suit, I'm pretty certain I don't have, that one suit is not enough to play a game with Piecepack, a single person game. But once I have enough pieces, I will, instead of simply doing crafting, I'll actually do some tabletop gaming, solo tabletop gaming. And I have done some YouTube videos of solo tabletop gaming with print and play games, but I didn't do the game crafting itself on stream. Usually those were much simpler. You know, they were the 9 cards or the printed out and just use it sorts of games. But yes, the eventual goal is not just to, oh, that was not a good cut. The eventual goal is not just to create pieces and admire them. It is to create pieces, Looney Pyramids, Piecepack sets, etc., that can be used and will be used in future streams to play games. Well, these are not nearly as bad as I was fearing. I thought I was going to do terrible at this, but the circles I seem to be, I mean, not worse than the tiles at least. With the Piecepack and the dice, obviously, I can't just craft them and then play a game with them because the glue has to dry. I think the tiles, that glue is probably already fine, but I would really want to wait like a couple of days between gluing pieces of paper onto plastic using a rubber cement before I use them. So, almost done. No, I looked away for a second and then did not cut well. Come out now. Yes. All right. So that's the. I believe those are the fronts. Coin fronts. And here we have the backs. And then once I've got these cut out, I will take that piece of cardboard and start gluing and cutting on the cardboard. All right. And yeah, I mean, I'm not doing a great job with these cuts, but I was so worried because, as I said, I'm much better with straight lines than circles. I thought that I was going to do a terrible job at these, and I just seem to be doing about as bad as I was doing. Okay, I'm going to cut this. There. Don't need that right now. Where was I? So, as I was saying, I don't seem to be doing any worse on cutting the circles than I was on cutting the tiles. So, you know, damning with faint praise sort of thing. I don't feel I did a good job on the tiles, but I'm not doing any worse on the circles, you know, so. There. Just want to check something. Yeah. All right. Yeah, for some reason, on the live dashboard, the video preview is all black right now. I don't know why. Because I'm pretty sure, I mean, when I go to the tab where I have the actual stream, well, other than the fact that my camera's crooked and out of whack, but I'm not going to try and fix it again. I'm at least getting video, so I don't know what's up with the live dashboard page. Sorry for this meta discussion about Twitch streaming, but it's bugging me. At least it isn't as annoying as the sound issues I'm having with OBS. Oh, that was badly cut. Cut way deep into the black, or a 1/16 of an inch into the black, which is what I'm calling way deep. Oof. All right. So once again, I am not sure if the orientation of the front versus the back is important. I don't think it is. I mean, they both have directionality, these little lines on them, but I don't think it really matters if those two lines line up or don't line up. I don't think that's part of the design. I think you can just put them on how they happen to go on. So now that I'm doing a somewhat mediocre but not worse job on the circles cutting them out of the paper, what I'm worried about, obviously, well, maybe not obviously to other people, but is doing the cardboard. I'm not sure if the cardboard will be much less cooperative cutting circles out than it was cutting the tiles out. There was some, I guess I wasn't always doing the tiles right with the directionality of the cardboard. There was some, it fought me a little bit, but oh wow, that was terrible. That was, you know, almost 1/8 of an inch into the black. Yeah, probably another 1/16 inch. Anyway, so now I'm just worrying about doing the cardboard, whether it's going to have the same issue where it fights me, or if it's going to be even worse. All right, 4 down, 2 to go. Feel like getting a new piece of cardboard to cut on, because this is got a lot of cutting into it already. But I think I'm going to just leave it until I am done today. A little more cutting. No. Last one. And then I get to see if it's going to be, if the cardboard is going to be the problem. And yeah, it's just, I'm just using the glue stick again on these. Going to be cooperative, are you? Well, do a little bit more cutting then. See if we can. All right, there. Coin's done. Well, that part of the coin's done. Let's get that piece of cardboard. Time for some gluing, and then some cutting. Let's start with, I do not need that there. And we'll start here. And so I want to have that roll away. No, we want to do both sides. Stop. All right, there. Now, let's see if cutting a circle in cardboard is going to be any kind of a problem. I need that knife to be a little longer for the cardboard than it was for paper. Start with a shallow cut and then go deeper. This helps us No, come on. Get out of my way. Ugh. Stuff. Little bits of stuff. Yeah, it is somewhat resistant to cutting at in a curve, but it's not terrible. So then we want to cut deeper now that we have a first pass. Cut through the other side. How are we doing? Well, we've got some penetration. To penetrate all the way. There. Not as easy as cutting the straight lines was, but this is more of a sawing motion. Are you going to? Yes. All right. A little bit of excess there. And now, all right, so that is the zero front. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Ooh, I almost cut myself there. Alright, so now we need the back. So glue on the cardboard. No. And then glue on the piece of paper. As I said, I don't think directionality between the two sides is important, so I am not going to worry about that at all. But there is the coin. And yes, it needs maybe a little fixing, but usable. That's the goal. And yeah, the cardboard cutting was a little harder on the circle, but not a lot harder. I don't think I did a egregiously terrible job on that versus on the coin versus the don't stick to that, versus the tile. All right. Okay, more cutting. Yay! So, shallow cut first to get a path, and then a deep cut to cut through the other side. Stay down. Double glued you, so you should stay down. I believe that's the path cut. Now, oh, and the knife is slipping. There, I need it longer so it penetrates all the way through the cardboard. Come on, you are not supposed to do that. Alright, come on. Come on out. Yes. Oh, and once again, that's the roughness of the edge there. Alright. And time to glue the back on. There. Alright, that should be a usable coin. Alright. It looks, I'm not planning on going much longer. It looks like I'm not going to get past, oh, I wanted to also do spot on the cardboard. I'm not going to get past these coins. I mean, I'm going to get the coins done, and then I'm probably going to be ending stream, is what I am saying. But, so the rest of the pieces, there's not a lot. There's a second die, so I've already done one of those. A third die, which is just for the suits, and then the star coin, which is a special coin that is not round but star shaped, and the pawn indicator. So I might do the pawn indicator since it doesn't really have much to it, but alright, I think I cut the path. Now cut through the other side. I would go longer. I mean, I'm not opposed to having a longer stream, but I need to get some supper at some point. So that is why I will be ending stream soon, basically, is for food. Food is important. I do not want you there. Alright. Whoa! Dropped it on my lap. So, the other side of the 2 coin. That. Yeah, I'm not happy with anything that I've done so far, but I do feel that at least, I mean, it's usable. All of these pieces that I've been making are usable. They have utility. So that's what, 0, 1, and 2 done. And we've got 3, 4, and 5 to go. Alright. Wow, look at all this crud that keeps accumulating here. Blech. Alright. Mostly just, I don't know if you can see, but there's bits of glue on my fingers that are acquiring dirt. And then I rub them off and they fall on this nice white base I have. And make it look cruddy. Oh. Let's get back here. There we are. Alright, 3. A little bit further from the edge. That seems to be better. Now, come on, stick down. There. First, cut a path, and then cut the rest of the way through. Yeah, I could feel the weakness as I got close to the edge there. The cardboard wasn't as strong, so it's a good thing that I moved a little bit further away from that. It would have been a problem. Oh, are you not? Yeah, you're not sticking there, are you? Okay, there, that seems to be stuck. Is it coming loose again? Yes, it is. I'm going to have to put more glue down. All right. There. First one I had that problem with, but back to cutting. How am I doing on that side? Not bad. All right. Backside. sticking out there. There. Glue on the cardboard, glue on the paper. And of course glue on my fingers. All right. Only a couple more coins left. And as I said, after that, I will probably just do the one piece that is simple, I should say, that isn't complicated. The pawn indicator, which I will, well, I don't know. That looks like it might be too big. I was thinking of maybe putting it on these pawns, but one of these pawns, but they don't look quite big enough. I might let's look at those pawns. Look any bigger? Not really. Bigger around is what I'm looking for. Maybe, where did I put the oh, there it is. The chess set. It's possible that maybe I will put it on the king from the chess set, because that looks like it's a better size. I will think about it. All right, back to cutting. Come on. It's being very uncooperative right here. Done? Yes. Get another one of those. Yeah, if later I find out that the directionality of top versus bottom is important, I guess I will just have to deal with that somehow. There. 4 done. Ugh, little bits of crud. Cardboard and used glue. Last coin, last circular coin. There is the, there's that, which is a non-valued but dark side versus light side, and not circular, but instead star-shaped coin. So, last of the circular coins for this suit. Stuff. All right. Back to cutting. I'm going to have to do a lot of cleanup after this stream. Lots of little bits of pieces of paper, and cardboard, and glue. All right. First cut done. You know, when I think about knives, I think about knife safety. And I don't know how many people actually take knife safety seriously. So, if you're using a knife, you should know how to use it safely. And it's not just don't try to cut yourself. There's, oh, come on, more to it than that. I know when I was younger, the main place I'm pretty sure that you learned knife safety was in home ec, and boys did not take home ec. But later, I worked in a restaurant kitchen, and as a prep chef, and knife safety is an important part of that. Knowing how to cut your vegetables. Oh, come on. Why is this not cooperating? You are a retractable knife. You need to retract. Uh-huh. Yeah. How are you supposed to do that? Well, oh, come on. Well, that's not safe. Anyway, so then I finally learned about knife safety, but I don't know where people learn knife safety these days. If everybody learns it when they're in school, or if it's just sort of picked up, you learn it from your parents, maybe. I don't know. That's not enough glue. That is definitely not enough glue. More glue. But if you're going to use a knife, it's important, at least I think it's important, to know how to use it safely. Glue safety, on the other hand, is something I'm really not familiar with. There's probably all sorts of stuff that you can be taught about glue. Alright, so I am almost done. So we have the die, the coins, the pawn, the tiles. We've gotten quite a bit done. Or I've gotten quite a bit done. What do I want to do? I think I do want to cut out the pawn indicator, but I haven't. I do not want this much knife. Please unfreeze. It's just, oh man, it is not moving. Oh, do I have another one of them? One that, let's see. Yes, see this one, look at that. Oh, that's nice. There. We will use the more cooperative knife. I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to, ooh, that's decided to attach to a cord. No thank you. Ah. I'm then going to put it on this king. The more you talk about knife safety, the more I expect you to cut yourself. Well, that's not nice. I do not plan on cutting myself. I might do this as well. But I want to do that. This involves cardboard again. And then I will end my stream. I'm not going to do the second of the numbered die this stream. I'm not going to do the suit die this stream because it's so messy with the glue. I might do that do these two dice off stream, and then maybe in a future stream I'll do another suit. But all right. So first, the very easy pawn indicator. You know, I'm kind of iffy about using that king because I only got the one per chess set. I have other chess sets that I bought at Dollar Tree, but there's like 8 suits. Some of them didn't print out quite as well as this one did. This is kind of iffy, but though some other ones are not good at all in the printing. So I don't know. Maybe I will just go with the pawn. Maybe I will. I don't think. Yeah. Because I have 8 of those. I mean, I have 8 of the white and 8 of the black. And I will be using... Alright. See, that was a lot faster than cutting out any of that other stuff was. Alright, so the idea is that you wrap this around the pawn to indicate its suit alliance, and then the dark part there shows the directionality, but let's see. So like that. Well, that's probably fine. I will. And then I don't have to actually glue it to the pawn. And you can just, there. Just wrap it around and glue it to itself. All right, come on. Do not want to cover that up though. There we go. Well, I'm not sure that that's quite right. No, that's not working. I don't know if it's insufficient glue. It doesn't seem to be sticking to itself very well. Well, I know the idea behind this. I mean, it's like that. But maybe if we trim it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's trim it shorter and then put a bunch of glue and see if that helps. We don't really need that part or this part. All we need is an indicator for, oh come on, detach. An indicator for what suit it is and where the front of it is. That's the idea behind this. So now if we, let's see, if we can glue it to itself. All right. So now glue on here. Glue on there. Don't need you like that. I need you like that. And then, oh come on. Why is this not, it doesn't feel sticky at all. It's like the glue is evaporating or something. Well, okay. There. That actually worked. There. So we have a pawn that is a heart pawn with a direction. That is done. And I really don't believe that those pieces are necessary. They are just there for if you have a really big pawn, I guess, then you can still see that it's a heart from other directions. But we are not using that big of a pawn. So let's see about doing the star coins, and then I will be done for today. And I'm not sure which is considered the front and which is the back on these. You've got a dark side and a light side. Not really a front and a back. Whoa, that was not a good cut. Oh, wow, that's ugly. Ugly, 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 Kevin. Do not cut yourself. I'm not planning on cutting myself, Laurel. At least not any more than I've already cut myself. And I'm not sure if that was from today. I don't know if it was or not. It kind of looks like a cut from one of these knives, because these make very thin cuts which don't bleed a lot. So, all right, are you going to come out? Ah, there we go. I don't need this right now. So, nope, do not glue the wrong side. All right, plenty of glue. ugly cuts there. But now, oh, I didn't cut that out of the paper yet. That's okay. Knife is receded into, let's see, I did that one already. Oh, please stop doing that. So the other one fixed itself in place, this one instead keeps slipping. The opposite problem, but they're both problems. See? All right. And I believe that is not cut through enough, so we need to no. Well, let's use the one that's broken in the other way, because that's long enough, at least. Yeah, a lot of knife safety is just, now my wife is going to worry more, about knowing where the knife is in relation to you and to your various, various body parts. You don't want to cut towards yourself, for instance. You want to try as much as possible to cut away from you. Is this cut through? Not really. I still have more work to do. So here you're holding whatever it is you're cutting and how you're moving the knife. How are you doing now? Are you going to come out? No. How about how about now? Well, this is not, I think that's mostly because the cardboard is all weird right there, but we will try and see if once again, I don't think the directionality of top versus bottom is important, but I am weirdly going to actually pay attention to it this time. I'm going to see if I can make them match up. Because I think the star is not quite as regular as it maybe should be. Well, especially with the way I'm cutting it. Wow. Not coming out. All right, more cutting then. All right, how are you doing now? You gonna come out finally? Yes, maybe. All right. So, detached. All right, the top of the star is that way. That cardboard does not look good. Top of the star is sit there for a moment like that. I'm going to look at no, like that. And yeah. Pull this piece of extra cardboard out. Yes. All right, so that's still bad looking. Well, I guess instead of the round coins, I should have been worried about the star coin. All right, so that's it for tonight. I am going to end here. If you have enjoyed this stream on Twitch, and you are not already following me, please give me a follow. If you are watching this later on YouTube and you've enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. Click that like button. If you haven't enjoyed it on YouTube, click the dislike button. But either way, please leave a comment letting me know what you did or did not like about the stream. My next stream will be tomorrow night. I will be streaming Mortal Kombat at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good night.